and you're not going to get the truth from an organization that admits they've been lying for 70 years.
Right. Have you ever felt a profound shift in your life, as if you were awakening to a new understanding of yourself and the world? Spiritual awakening is like a unique journey, not a straight path, more like a DNA spiral. Some of us loop through stages, others skip, and each journey is tailor-made. While our paths differ, common elements unite us. Let's explore the 5 stages of spiritual awakening, keeping it simple and clear. Today, we are going to explore the 5 stages of spiritual awakening, offering insights into each stage and helping you identify which stage you might be in. At this initial stage of the spiritual awakening journey, one exists deeply within the realm of the ego. It's a state of being where thoughts and emotions govern without conscious awareness. The individual identifies closely with these thoughts and feelings, believing them to be an integral part of who they are. The ego holds a tight grip, leaving little room for a separation between the self and the subjective experience. In this state, individuals may find themselves reacting to life rather than actively shaping it. The sense of control is limited, leading to defensiveness, anger, and negativity. Life seems to unfold as if predetermined, and any encountered trauma reinforces a belief in a lack of control. The individual becomes entwined with their personal narrative, viewing life as something that happens to them rather than something they actively create. Seeing others is challenging during this stage, as perception is filtered through the lens of one's own experiences and projections. This lack of clarity hinders genuine understanding of others, fostering a skewed view of the world. The unconsciousness stage is characterized by a deep entanglement with the ego, blurring the lines between the self and the external world. The journey towards spiritual awakening begins with this realization, acknowledging the need to break free from the unconscious patterns and explore the deeper layers of existence. It marks the starting point for the evolution towards greater self-awareness and connection to the profound aspects of the human experience. As one progresses on the spiritual awakening journey, they encounter the transformative stage known as ego death. This phase involves a profound breakdown of the ego, the subjective self that shapes one's identity and perceptions. It's a process where the identity constructed around labels such as gender, age, race, and beliefs is dismantled. Ego death is not a physical demise, but a dissolution of the tightly held beliefs about who one is. The individual comes to the realization that the ego, the story they've been telling themselves, is not the essence of their being. All the ideas and concepts built around life, God and religion, are wiped clean, leaving a sense of emptiness and detachment. What emerges from this stripping away of the ego is an internal space, a separation between the subjective self and the observer self. In the unconscious stage, this observer self was obscured, but now it becomes more apparent. The individual starts to comprehend that they are not solely the thoughts, emotions, and identity associated with the ego. Ego death brings forth an awareness of the observer self, the part that quietly observes and experiences life without being entangled in the narratives of the ego. The individual begins to recognize that the ego is not the true self. It is a construct formed by societal conditioning, personal experiences, and learned behaviors. This stage prompts a fundamental shift in perspective, opening the door to a deeper understanding of the self. The journey through ego death is about recognizing the illusion of the ego, understanding that the story one tells themselves is not the core of their existence. It signifies a transition towards a more profound self-awareness, paving the way for further exploration into the layers of consciousness and the nature of reality. Moving beyond ego death, the spiritual awakening journey enters the phase known as the search. During this stage, individuals embark on a quest for understanding, seeking what is commonly referred to as the truth. The search involves a deep exploration of existential questions, a desire to unravel the mysteries of one's existence. In the search phase, individuals often turn to various sources for guidance. They may engage with spiritual literature, seek wisdom from spiritual teachers, and immerse themselves in videos exploring profound ideas. The motivation behind this quest is a sincere desire to grasp the essence of who they are, why they were born, the meaning of life, and the nature of God. This search is not merely an intellectual pursuit, it is a heartfelt exploration fueled by a genuine longing for clarity and purpose. The individual delves into spiritual practices such as meditation, contemplation, prayer, or channeling, driven by an inner urge to connect with a higher understanding. As they navigate through this stage, individuals may find solace in spiritual teachings that resonate with their evolving awareness. Reading becomes a pathway to enlightenment, with each insight bringing a sense of lightness and connection. This phase is marked by an eagerness to absorb knowledge that aligns with the emerging understanding of self and the universe. As the spiritual awakening journey progresses, individuals reach a crucial juncture marked by the emergence of the authentic self. This stage is characterized by a profound shift away from pretense and the conscious acknowledgement of one's true nature. In the emergence of the authentic self, the individual reaches a point where the facade they may have presented to the world begins to crumble. Pretending becomes increasingly challenging, and a sense of discomfort arises when trying to conform to societal expectations that no longer resonate with the evolving sense of self. This phase often unveils the individual's genuine essence, akin to the self they were before societal conditioning influenced them. It's a return to the authenticity often observed in childhood, a time when societal expectations had yet to mold and shape the individual's identity. During this stage, there is a heightened awareness of what genuinely aligns with the inner self. Unbalanced relationships, occupations that don't resonate, and pursuits that no longer serve the authentic self begin to fall away. The individual feels an increasing inability to suppress their true voice and an unwillingness to compromise on their genuine desires. In many instances, this stage involves significant life changes. Jobs may be left, relationships re-evaluated, and living situations altered to align with the emerging authenticity. This period can be marked by a sense of upheaval, as the old energy that no longer resonates is shed, making space for the influx of new energy. In addition to external shifts, the emergence of the authentic self often triggers internal transformations. Old emotional wounds and psychological traumas may resurface for acknowledgement and release. Emotional roller coasters become a common experience as the individual undergoes a purging process. Physically, the body may manifest ascension symptoms as it adjusts to the new energetic frequencies. These symptoms can range from heightened intuition to lucid dreams, premonitions, and other multidimensional experiences. The individual becomes attuned to a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. In the final stage of the spiritual awakening journey, individuals transition into a life of alignment. This phase signifies a harmonious integration of every aspect of oneself with the surrounding world. It goes beyond the emergence of the authentic self and extends into a profound connection with all facets of existence. Living a life of alignment involves a deep understanding and connection with oneself, the soul, the mind, and the body. There's a compassionate acceptance of one's limitations and a forgiving embrace of the imperfections that make up the individual essence. It is a state of being where self-compassion becomes a guiding principle. The alignment also extends to relationships with others. Having embraced one's authentic self, there is a natural overflow of compassion and forgiveness for the limitations of others. The individual recognizes that each person is on their unique journey, and there is an understanding that everyone is doing the best they can with their current awareness. This phase involves becoming the nurturer for oneself, being the supportive parent one may have needed earlier in life. It is a journey towards unconditional self-love, fostering an environment of understanding and kindness within. As this self-love deepens, it naturally extends towards others, fostering compassion in interpersonal relationships. A life of alignment is not limited to the human realm. It extends to a broader connection with the world. Individuals realize their interconnectedness with nature, the trees, plants, animals, the air, the earth, and even inanimate objects. This interconnectedness becomes a lived reality rather than a mere conceptual understanding. While a life of alignment acknowledges the beauty and light in existence, it also encompasses a compassionate acknowledgement of the darker aspects. This isn't viewed with cynicism, but with understanding and an awareness that every aspect contributes to the richness of the human experience. If this video resonated with you, please consider sharing it with someone you think would appreciate it. Feel free to leave your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Until next time.